Hey folks, Jay Pitts, broker owner at RE/MAX Premier Properties. We're coming to you again today with another episode of Resource Real Talk About Real Estate. Last time we talked to you about tax reform, and this time we thought it would be a great idea to poll our viewers and see what topics you want to hear about from us. Now, we got a lot of great responses, but basically we got three topics that kind of rose above the rest that are often confused for one another, seem very similar, but are actually very different. Number one, home warranties. What are they? What aren't they? What are some pros and cons, and what are some common misconceptions? Number two is title insurance. How does that differ from homeowner's insurance, and do I need it? And number three is your actual homeowner's insurance, and is it required? What does it cover, and how do I pay for it? Okay, so let's dive right in. Number one, home warranties. Basically, they're like extended warranty coverage on your car. You're paying an outsourced company for a preset period of time for where they are going to cover for a flat fee anything that goes wrong basically in your home during that preset period of time. Now, they also require that you pay a very small deductible, and the cost of the warranty is typically about $500. The deductible is about $150. So what you have to weigh out there is, in the first year, am I going to have something that goes bad that's going to cost me more than $650? Now, what it doesn't do is cover your property against hazards like fire or wind damage or a tornado. That's for your homeowner's insurance, and we'll get to that here in a minute. Now, let's move right along to number two, title insurance. Do I need it? Well, let me tell you this. If you need it, you want it, but you're not going to need it but a very small percentage of the time. What does it actually do? It insures only the title. It basically covers the chain of title from basically the beginning of time and ownership of property to now when you are the owner. Now, if you have a loan, your lender is going to require that you have lender's coverage. But if you make a substantial down payment, okay, your portion of that equity is not covered by lender's title coverage. You may want to consider purchasing owner's coverage from your title company that's conducting your closing. They'll give you a quote just before closing. You pay one time. It's not an ongoing premium. But, you know, like I said, it's kind of like having insurance at blackjack. If you got a lot of money on the table, you're going to want it, but most likely you're not going to need it. Okay, now let's move on from there to homeowner's insurance. This is what your lender will require you to have as long as there's a loan on the property, and it's probably a good idea to protect that investment, and even after you pay off your mortgage, have homeowner's insurance. If there's a fire, if there's wind damage, if there's a hailstorm, if there's a tornado, if something happens that physically displaces you from your property and causes significant damage for it to be uninhabitable, you're going to want hazard and homeowner's insurance to cover that. Again, it comes with a deductible, and you're typically going to pay the monthly premiums into an escrow account, which is going with your lender as long as you have a loan, and they're going to pay, you know, the insurance company their premiums for you. Now, why did we want to talk to you about all these things? Because at the time of you making an offer to purchase a property or consider offers on yours, these are integral parts of the contract that will affect your position in terms of negotiation, and it's going to affect your out-of-pocket expenses a lot. Now, we understand that there still may be a lot of questions, and we moved very quickly through this because it's a lot to cover in a short period of time. What I'd like you to do is comment below. There's a comment section no matter where you view this video, and give me your questions, and I'd be happy to engage with you one-on-one to answer more specific issues about these three items. You also know how to find out how to get in touch with us, how to find us. We're everywhere online that you are, social media, our website, anywhere like that, find us. And from Resource Real Talk About Real Estate, I'm Jay Pitts. Thanks again for joining in.